Hi, Mogana. So, more essays from you. Wonderful. I'm glad to see that you're continuing to prepare and to write essays for us. So, let's take a look at what you wrote here. This is a letter about your problems traveling by train. Let's see what you said. Dear Sir, I'm writing to express my disappointment with regards to your delayed train from Chennai to Mumbai. I was traveling on, I think. I was traveling on Mumbai Express. It should be probably, I was traveling on the Mumbai Express. Train number this, on this, which arrived late by 4 hours. Please allow me to explain to, you explain to someone. Or you could say, please allow me to explain the situation to you in detail. Or please allow me to explain the situation in detail. That would have been okay as well. You don't need to say you. The main reason behind my travel to Mumbai was, it's past tense, was for an interview at a multinational company. The interview had been scheduled for. There's a difference in scheduled on and scheduled for. So when you say on, this is when you scheduled the meeting. But when you say it had been scheduled for, this is when the meeting was supposed to take place. I hope that makes sense. But unfortunately, due to the train delay, I was late to the interview. There were many problems I faced during that time. Firstly, when I was late to the venue, the human resource manager questioned me a lot for my late arrival. Not for, but questioned me a lot about my late arrival. Despite my explanations, they were not in a position to listen because there were a lot of people waiting for their interview. Eventually, I was not allowed to attend the interview, where I felt totally dejected because of the lost opportunity. Due to all these reasons, I would request you to refund my ticket cost. Furthermore, I would appreciate if you could investigate this matter immediately. Okay, I'm looking forward to your prompt response. Yours faithfully. All right. So where you were going, you told us the problems you faced. You told us what actions you would like. Yes, you did. You did it all. So I have no problems with this whatsoever. I thought you did a nice job. It was plausible. It was believable. I thought it was good. Yeah, it was nicely done. You followed all the things that you're supposed to do. Beginning, the end. Well organized. No problems whatsoever, Mogana. Okay? Well done. Good. Now let's take a look at your task 2 here, shopping. Now, here you have 2 questions. You have, what is the reason? So one paragraph should focus on the reasons. The other one should focus on whether this is positive or negative. Let's see what you said. The issue of shopping by youngsters has grown in importance over the last few decades. Experts around the world have debated that the young people often choose to shop in their free time, consider that this trend has a positive development. However, in my view, I strongly believe that the trendy shopping probably would have a negative impact on the young people. This essay will discuss reasons with examples from the UK government and Oxford University to demonstrate and prove arguments. All right, it was fine. It was well structured, well organized, no problems there. But some of the vocabulary was a little strange, as was some of the grammar. So let's talk about it. First of all, it shouldn't be the young people. It should just be young people, because it's not like we know which particular young people you're referring to. You're talking about young people in general, so it should be with no the. This was awkward. The issue of shopping by youngsters. It's an awkward kind of expression that doesn't sound particularly natural, so I'd like to rephrase it with something else. I'm not really clear about what that could be. Maybe the issue of youngsters shopping. Maybe that would work better. Yeah, I think it works better, actually. And then, I didn't like this either, trendy shopping. You said this trend, and then here, I strongly believe that, how about shopping as a hobby? Okay, it's not trendy shopping, but it's shopping as a pastime. Okay, that would be good too. Rather than trendy shopping, which just sounds a little awkward. And then again, not the young people, but young people in general. And then the rest of it is fine. There is ample evidence, not of why, but there's ample evidence as to why young people opt to shop during their leisure time. The central reason behind this is that they try to follow their favorite celebrities in terms of their dressing style and accessories worn by them. In addition, they purchase similar kinds of things with an S to adorn themselves to look fashionable. For example, recent empirical research by the UK government demonstrated that 80% of youths are allured by their fashion icon. Therefore, it is conclusively clear that these are the primary reasons for the youth to spend most of their valuable time shopping without the in. Okay, I feel honestly, Mogana, having seen so many of your essays and having seen that you have really gotten very good at developing your ideas, that this could have been better developed. Remember what the question is. What is the reason why shopping is such a popular leisure activity? Okay, and what you're basically telling us is that they want to follow their favorite celebrities, and they want to be fashionable. All right, so I kind of feel like you could have gone into a little more depth about this. So one thing that you could have done here is you could have added right here a sentence like, for example, studies have shown that when Kylie Jenner posts on Instagram with a particular fashion item, that sales increase by 70% of that item. So something like that would prove that they're really trying to dress like their favorite celebrities. Okay? And then just write it right there after the sentence. And then they want to be fashionable. Okay, well, 80% of the youths are lured by their fashion icon. I get that. Okay, but remember, it's a popular form of leisure activity. So what does this mean? Is that in their free time, they're spending a lot of time doing this. They're using it as something like a hobby. So what could you have said more about this in terms of a leisure activity? How about something like, young people have been shown to bond more with other peers when they shop together, rather than when they just spend time at school or in some other extracurricular activity. All right, so talk about this as being a leisure activity and why people might do this, okay? All right, so like I said, it just felt to me, I'm giving you some ideas, but I did feel like it was a little underdeveloped. The development was a little superficial, and I wanted you to say a little more about this, okay? Let's take a look at the next paragraph. Now, I think we've talked about this before. Although is never followed by a comma. Although needs to be followed by a clause, and then followed by a main clause. So, although through shopping youths update their style statement, comma, there are myriads of drawbacks that can be listed to this trend. Okay, something like that. It's an awkward first sentence, to be honest with you, Mogana, okay? Firstly, they're being so extravagant while shopping that this will lead to A, waste of money. Secondly, more time is spent shopping, without the N, rather than what is required. For example, an extensive study by Oxford University shows that today's youngsters are spending around 32 hours weekly shopping, without the N, at various malls. Finally, due to repeated window shopping, the energy level is the energy level of who? Of whom? Of the young people. So say it. So finally, due to repeated window shopping, the energy level of young people is drained considerably. Okay, I think you could have said something a little more about that. Thus, it's possible to state without doubt that young adults are wasting their money, time, and energy in frequent shopping. Okay? In conclusion, from arguments and examples given, even though no comma, there may be various reasons behind the shopping, I firmly believe that the young people are wasting their time, energy, and money shopping, which is a negative development. Nevertheless, it is predicted that the trend of shopping among youngsters in their free time will increase in grown importance. Okay. Honestly, Mogana, I think that some of your previous essays were a little stronger than this one. I saw some mistakes that I haven't seen in some of your recent writing. So be aware of those mistakes and make sure that you correct them, okay? This was fine, but even though you wrote, let me see how many words you wrote. It should be 100% over 300 words, but I just want to double check. Yeah, 336. It still felt like some of this was a little underdeveloped. Like, for example, take a look at the way you paragraphed. You had this pretty long introduction, but your body paragraphs were about the same size. So spend a little less effort on your introduction, write a little less there, and then focus a little more on developing your body paragraphs, because that's really where you're going to score points. Remember that your introduction has very specific obligations to fulfill. It's supposed to rephrase the task, and then it's supposed to answer the question. Here you had two questions, so it's supposed to answer, it's supposed to address both of them. So there are certain reasons for shopping, and in my opinion, this is a negative impact. Okay, so don't spend more time on the introduction than you need to. In all, this was a nice set. But I want to see you kind of correct some of these issues that we're talking about today. All right, go ahead. You have, I believe you have 5 more sets of essays with us. I think a total of 12 essays is what we said. So sets 2, 3, 4, and well, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are what we're waiting for. So go ahead and get that next set started, and let's meet back here with it. Okay, good luck.